The quality of care for Quebecers who are wards of the state might be at risk. Advocates say an internal report shows that families are being stripped of some services, while others are allegedly being charged extra fees to help the government balance its books. Raquel Fletcher explains.
On veut aussi, c'est qu'il y ait un véritable curateur public au Québec qui se lève debout.
In Quebec, the organization that is supposed to stand up for the most vulnerable people in society is the Public Curator. But 4 organizations, including a public sector union, say it can't do its job properly because of deep government budget cuts. The people most affected are those who can't speak out.
Or they suffer from Alzheimer's disease, or they're in psychiatric homes and so on. There's no one who can defend their rights. So it's easy to cut, to reduce services. And they're not going to walk in the street in front of the National Assembly and demonstrate with placards. They're locked up in bed, some of them strapped down, actually. They're voiceless.
But it's not for the lack of protesting that this issue hasn't made headlines. These groups who defend the rights of people who are incapacitated accuse the government of deliberately hiding the facts, found only through an access to information request in this white paper.
A livre blanc is supposed to be publicly and mentioned publicly, but it was never mentioned publicly a year ago when it was published.
So what's in this report? First, a study of how to cut back on services to its more than 42,000 clients. A proposal to start charging for legal and administrative services. And it acknowledges the public curator's inability to respond to all the needs of the people in its charge, which is growing each year. This group fears fewer people will be doing fewer inspections of what's going on in public homes.
So what's the effect? The effect is more abuse, more financial exploitation.
We reached out to the public curator to get their side of the story. They didn't get back to us. We also tried to get in contact with the minister. The advocates believed it was the Employment and Social Solidarity Minister who was in charge of the public curator, but a government official told us they thought it was the Justice Minister. When we contacted her department, she directed us to the Family Minister. Now, we have left a message with Minister Proulx. He has yet to get back to us. But this whole runaround begs the question of how neglected Quebec's most vulnerable really are. Raquel Fletcher, Global News, Quebec City.